Welcome to our midweek message. This is Pastor Reed coming to from First Baptist Church of Olathe. I'm so glad you're taking the time and the opportunity to watch and to listen. I hope that the brief message that you hear today is a blessing to you for the coming week, for your journey ahead. This last week, I saw a video that was just a compilation of kids. Kids obviously lined up for a performance, scanning the audience for their parents. And as they scanned the audience for their parents, they end up getting really excited to see their parents in the audience. Now, we as a people are long for the love and affection of our parents. We long for the presence of our parents, even at our school programs. In the fun stuff, we long for them in the hard things of life as well. We long for their caring, safe presence. In our current sermon series, we're looking at the life of Jesus contained in the Gospel of Matthew. Right now, we're looking at different texts that help us to see that Jesus was indeed human and experienced some of those same things that we experience, and honestly, to a much larger extent. Our first sermon was the wise men coming to see Jesus, seeking him out. They saw the star rise in the sky, so they went to Jerusalem and they inquired of Herod, "Where is this King of the Jews? We saw his star." And Herod's not pleased with this, and so Herod devises a plan in order to snuff out this alternative king that was around. And as he devises his plan, God protects Jesus by sending an angel to the wise men to let them know that they shouldn't return to Herod as Herod expected them to. And he shows up to Joseph, letting them know that they need to go. They need to get out of there. And so they flee to Egypt. And all of this is part of God's plan. But the Father shows up in the midst and gives Jesus what he needs to be protected, to hold him secure, to be able to fulfill his purpose. Our coming sermon this Sunday is going to be on the temptations of Jesus, and in between that and in between the wise men seeking out Jesus and the temptations of Jesus, we see Jesus being baptized. And in the baptism, Jesus, as John is baptizing him, he comes out of the water. We see Jesus experience this moment where he is told whose he is, that his identity is the Son of God. And this truth, this reality that he is the Son of God, that is cared for by God over and over and over again, is going to be really important for us as we watch and see what happens throughout the scriptures. But here's what I want to say to us today, is that Jesus was God's Son, and he was fully human, he was fully divine, and so he is honestly both completely like us and completely not like us. But he longed for his Father, just like we do. And God shows up. God the Father shows up. And here's the truth, is that by faith, you have been called to be God's children. And so in the midst of whatever it is that you're facing, seek after him and he will show up, because he's your good Father. He desires to care for you. He desires the best for you. He desires to help you to fulfill his purposes in your life. Know that your dad will show up, that Papa will be there. You can count on it. You can count on him. I hope that you're encouraged and blessed with these thoughts. That the God, the creator of the universe, the one who sustains all of life, considers himself to be your daddy because of the faith that he's given you to have in Jesus. Be blessed, be a blessing.